Have you ever found yourself daydreaming about working from a beach in Bali or maybe a cozy cafe in Paris? Well, in this explainer, we're going to do more than just dream. We're going to distill a ton of expert advice into a real, tangible blueprint for making that life a reality. You know, this single sentence from the pros at Packhacker just nails it. It perfectly captures the whole digital nomad spirit. This isn't about escaping life, not at all. It's about designing a life of freedom, one that's powered by minimalism and some really smart technology. So, before we start stuffing our bags, let's just make sure we're all on the same page. What even is a digital nomad? It's definitely not just a really long vacation. We're talking about actively working and living, but using technology to completely break free from that traditional 9-to-5 grind. Okay, here's our roadmap for this journey. We're basically going to build the ultimate digital nomad kit, piece by piece. We'll start with the foundation, then move to the essential tech, the super clever clothing, and finally, some game-changing hacks that make it all click. All right, let's dive right in, because really everything, and I mean everything, starts with the single most important piece of gear you will ever own, the backpack itself. Just picture this for a second. You land in a brand new city, and instead of shuffling over to the baggage claim and waiting, you just walk right out of the airport. That right there is the power of one-bag travel. It's all about freedom, it's about efficiency, and it's about leaving all that hassle of extra fees and clunky luggage way behind. So, what's the secret sauce for the perfect nomad backpack? Well, it really comes down to these key features. First up, size is a big deal. 35 to 45 liters, that's the sweet spot. Big enough for your life, but small enough to be a carry-on. And comfort is king, for sure. A good harness system is going to be your best friend on those long travel days. But the real game changer? It's that clamshell opening, which lets you pack it just like a suitcase. Packs like the Air Travel Pack 3 or the Peak Design Travel Backpack are fantastic examples of this kind of smart design. All right, so we've got our mobile home base sorted. Now let's build the engine. Your office isn't a place anymore. It's a carefully chosen collection of smart, portable tech that's designed to keep you productive and, just as importantly, pain-free, no matter where you set up shop. Oh man, this is such a critical question. Seriously, hunching over a laptop in a cafe or at some random kitchen table for hours, that's a one-way ticket to back and neck pain. So how do you create a healthy workspace when you can't exactly lug an entire office around with you? And the solution, as this slide shows so perfectly, is actually brilliantly simple. You don't need a bunch of fancy, expensive equipment. Just look around. A stock of books, a pillow. You can transform these everyday items into a totally ergonomic workspace. It's all about being resourceful and, just taking care of your body. It really just boils down to this simple three-part system. You get a portable stand to lift your screen up to eye level. Then, you use an external keyboard and mouse so your wrists and arms can rest in a nice, natural position. This tiny little toolkit is the difference between working comfortably and ending your day in a world of hurt. Okay, so we've solved for comfort, but now we're about to hit the other huge hurdle for any remote worker: terrible, unreliable internet. You know what I'm talking about, that spinning wheel of death. It can kill a deadline faster than anything else. Now this is a total game changer. For years, the biggest obstacle for digital nomads was spotty internet. But now, with services like Starlink Roam, you can get high-speed internet pretty much anywhere on the planet. I'm talking RVs in the desert, remote campsites. This isn't science fiction anymore, folks. This is the key to true, uncompromised location independence. Okay, let's talk clothing. The trick here isn't to pack for every single what-if scenario. No way. It's about packing a small number of incredibly versatile pieces that work for any situation, whether it's a business meeting or a spur-of-the-moment hike. This slide just captures the mindset shift perfectly, the difference between packing for a 2-week vacation and packing for a lifestyle. Tourists pack all those just-in-case items. Nomads pack with a strategy. Think less cotton and way more high-tech fabrics like merino wool. I'm telling you, it's a miracle worker. It's odor-resistant, it dries super fast, and it's crazy versatile. And that monochromatic color scheme, it's not just about looking chic. It means every single item in your bag goes with everything else. So how do you actually pull off packing this light? The secret is something called the rule of threes. For all your basics, we're talking socks, underwear, t-shirts, you only need 3 of each. 1 to wear, 1 in the wash, and 1 that's clean and ready to go. It's such a simple rule, but it's incredibly powerful. It forces you to be intentional, and it frees you from that dreaded decision fatigue. Less stuff means more brain power for the things that really matter. And here is where the magic really comes together. Every single piece in your wardrobe needs to be a multitasking superstar. We're talking merino wool base layers you can wear for days without washing, pants that are comfy enough for a 12-hour flight but look sharp enough for a nice dinner, shorts that can double as swim trunks, a jacket that packs down into its own pocket. In a nomad's backpack, every single item has to earn its keep. All right, now let's get into the really fun stuff, the clever little items that seasoned nomads absolutely swear by. These aren't just gadgets. These are the small, brilliant things that solve the big, annoying problems you run into on the road. So here's a quick, rapid-fire look at some of these genius problem solvers. A water bottle that takes up zero space when it's empty? Yes, please. A satellite internet dish that fits right in your pack? Mind-blowing. A super warm jacket that's impossibly small? Check. And even a case that finally solves the messy, goopy problem of traveling with a wet bar of soap. It's all about incredibly smart design. Okay, we've covered all the core components. We have officially built the system, from the bag on your back, to the tech in your hands, to the clothes you're wearing. Let's bring it all home. So, what's the big takeaway here? Being a successful digital nomad isn't really about having the newest, fanciest gear. It's about having a smart, intentional system. This is your blueprint for freedom. And it's built on these 4 pillars: a rock-solid foundation, a go-anywhere office, a versatile wardrobe, and a few clever hacks to make life on the road just a little bit smoother. So we've gone through the what and the how of becoming a digital nomad. You've seen the toolkit, you've learned the strategies. The only thing left to figure out is your why. So I'll leave you with this question. What's the one thing that's really holding you back from designing the life you've always wanted?